Hi, Izzy. Can you hear me okay?
Hello.
Hi, how's it
Hi.
going?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Alrighty, so as we're coming in today, what were some of your thoughts on what we were working on last time?
Well, definitely thought of working last time as like trying like different like kind of voices for like if I find a character like okay, like maybe I should try this voice or no, how about oh, I know the perfect voice and like keep change like kind of go through like a list of ideas and see which one would fit best.
Sure, absolutely. So, did you have particular scripts or cartoon
Particular
characters you wanted to look
images.
at?
I actually do. Hang on,
Okay,
I'm just
great.
finding them here. But I just need to have them share screen.
Oh, okay, right. One moment, and I will get that for you.
All right.
Okay, you should be able to do everything now.
Alrighty. Let's just have lots of good options here. All right. Well, I've got one here. Well, I've got one here. Um, let's see, share screen. There we go. Share like this character like right here that I found.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's a little bit of, I found this guy for right now. So definitely, like, maybe like create a voice for him.
Yeah, for sure. So when you look at this character, what do you think as far as um, when you look at this, what about the character stands out to you? What do you imagine this character would be like?
Well, for me, this character would be like very mischievous, very like very sly, cunning, um, very like always like creating like these mischievous plots, kind of like behavioral.
Okay. So, um, what do you imagine could like be happening for this character at this moment based on like their body position, their face expression?
Well, definitely with the face impression, like, oh, how can I do this? Or, but like, I want to like win her attention, but how? So very like creating a voice would be like very more like if you're like gonna be thinking to yourself, maybe be more like a little more whispery and quiet, possibly
Okay,
slow.
sure. Yeah. That could be so a little more airy. Do you have a script that you want to use?
Or maybe I could like improv something.
Oh, absolutely, you could. I actually think I have one that could work really well. So one moment and I will put that in here.
All right. And
All right. It does have a few directions in those parentheses. So those are more like directions for the character or like what they'd be doing as opposed to what you would actually say. So you say the lines that are not in the parentheses.
all right.
So go ahead and take a silent read through first.
There's all right, Jordan, don't judge me, but I've got a plan. You know how they, yes, them, always go for nice, safe types. Well, I've decided to be strategically nice. Niceness with a little spice. Step one, casual, accidental runs in. The kind where they think fate's just throwing us together. Super charming, super effortless. Step two, remember every little detail they've told me and drop it back into conversation like it's no big deal. Favorite coffee? Hazelnut latte. Boom. Favorite flower? Sunflowers. Boom. Step three, make I make the competition look boring without ever saying a word. By just exiting, you'd be amazed what you can do with a little raised eyebrow and a smile. By the time they realize what's happening, it'll feel like they're the ones chasing me. Why? Don't give me that look. I'm not playing dirty. I'm just playing smart.
All right. So, what did you like about that first run through there?
Definitely, I kept it like quiet and like little airy and mischievous and very like um tense. Like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Like, what's he gonna say?
Yeah, for sure. And then what would you say is maybe um what's maybe the thing that you feel like you could add to it to make it even better?
Maybe be a little bit since from the looks of it, be a little bit more like psycho on it since he looks like he's about to like, all right, this is it. Like, oh my God, the time has come. It's happening. So yeah, going a little more on the crazy psychopathic side.
Sure. Okay. So how do you think that translates to what we do? Like, do you speak faster or slower? Do you have a higher pitched voice or lower pitched voice? More of a bright tone, a warm tone, more punchy, more flowy?
Um, definitely be like starting off like slow, but then kind of like maybe um, but then like kind of do a little more breath, but not breath, but kind of like starting off like soft and quiet, but then kind of gets louder and more shouting kind of.
Okay. All right. So we need more like intensity and a little bit louder, like they're shouting kind of a feel.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Awesome. All right, great. Okay. So then, yeah. So then, okay. So where do you think, so how loud would be right at the beginning? Would be pretty soft there, like whispery, like you were mentioning earlier?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. So then, where do you think that changes? So if we
Um,
start, it says pauses for effect. Um, Strategically nice, grin swirling coffee. Yeah, like where do you think it's gonna change and become a different volume?
maybe a different volume, like probably like in the like how they, yes, them always go for nice safe tips. Well, I decided to be strategically nice. Niceness with a little spice. So like on certain words.
Ah, so specific words, we're gonna accent those more, bring those out more, emphasize them, kind of
Mm-hmm.
like spotlight those.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, good. So I'd also love to hear, how do you feel about the people, places, and things throughout here? Who is Jordan and how do you feel about them?
Probably like Jordan is like the character I just showed you, like maybe like talking, or maybe like an imaginary friend. Like you know how like sometimes like probably was stuck there a little too long, like you start hearing voice and be like, okay, so you're Jordan, or okay, you're Mary Beth and whatnot. So probably like the voices in your head, like, all right, Jordan, don't judge me, but I've got a plan. So yeah,
So,
that kind.
yeah, so then what could have happened right before this that causes you to say that?
Like probably I just like lost my mind and like had hallucination because like I saw something or heard something that triggered me, and that's what gave me like this kind of like out of control chaos.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
So I just got triggered.
Ah, all right. So what did your character see that caused that?
I probably like saw like safe tips. Definitely like probably saw like a happy young couple like having their peaceful life, and probably and like this character was like, why? But how did that guy just win that girl's attention? Like probably from nice safe tips. Nice safe tips. Who needs those when I've got my own way with spice? Like,
Nice.
yeah.
Perfect. Love it. Good. And then what would you say would be maybe the thing that you feel like hmm, that you feel like makes this character unique? Like, did they have kind of like a nasally, whiny voice? Do they have more of a hooty, floaty voice? Do they have a gruffness to their voice? Do they
I would say
lift
like
at the ends of phrases?
I would be like the more flowy kind of,
Okay,
but then
yeah.
more gruffer on like the enunciation.
Mm, sure. So let's go ahead and try it again and incorporate those things.
All right. All right, Jordan. Don't trust me, but I've got a plan. Oh, you know how they, yes, them, always go for nice, safe tips. Well, I've decided to be strategically, or strategically,
Strategically.
st strategically, to be strategically nice. Niceness with a little spice. Step one, casual, accidental run-ins. The kinds where they think fate's just throwing us together. Super charming, super effortless. Step two, remember every little detail they've ever told me and drop it back into conversation. Like it's no big deal. Favorite coffee? Hazelnut latte. Boom. Favorite flower? Sunflower. Boom. Step three, I make the competition look boring without ever saying a word. By just existing, you'd be amazed what you can do with a raised eyebrow and a smile. By the time they realize what's happening, it'll feel like they're the ones chasing. Me! What? Don't give me that look. I'm not playing dirty. I'm just playing smart.
Awesome. So, how did that feel different?
Well, it definitely felt more scheming, kind of.
Hmm.
And I also liked how I exaggerated words, like I almost was going up in volume, like when I'm going, always going for nice, safe types,
Yeah.
but then brought it back down to the, well, I've decided. And I also like how I was doing I was kind of had a startled tone, like, and more disgusted with the, I'm not playing dirty, and then to a sly kind of voice. I'm just playing smart.
Nice.
So yeah.
So, yeah. Good. So, tell me, is there anything you would maybe think as far as like another person who could play this character well, like someone we could model this after, or have kind of a character inspiration for?
Um, oh man, that's a lot of options. But I think maybe a bit of Sweeney Todd in there.
Absolutely, for sure. Okay, let's try it again.
All right.
Using that to kind of inspire you.
All right, Jordan, don't judge me. But I've got a plan. You know how yes, them, always go for the nice, safe types. Well, I've decided to be more strategically nice. Niceness with a little spice. Step one, casual, accidental run-ins. The kinds where they think fates just throw us together. Super charming, super effortless. Step two, remember every little detail they've ever told me and drop it back into conversation like it's no big deal. Favorite coffee? Hazelnut? Favorite flower? Sunflowers. Boom. Step three, I make the competition look boring without ever saying a word by just existing. You'd be surprised, you'd be amazed what you can do with a raised eyebrow and a smile. By the time they realize what's happening, it'll feel like they're the ones chasing me. What? Don't give me that look. I'm not playing dirty. I'm playing. I'm playing smart.
Nice. Okay, awesome. How did that feel?
Now that definitely felt more like this kind of character.
Excellent. Wonderful. Beautiful. Okay. So, all right. So is there anything that you would want to change about it at this point?
Not that I could think of.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So, let's go ahead then and maybe try another character. So, do you have another cartoon character that we could base this off of?
I think so. Hang on, I know we're running out of time, so I'm trying to
That's okay.
do my best to find the best ones possible.
Aw, yeah.
See, wait, then, No, done that. Too perfect. Hang on, I'm getting there. Oh yeah, this was the one that I wanted. Uh, Hang on, I'm just trying to get this new link. Uh, uh, New window. Well, here, I'll just do it like this to save us some time. Um, Share. This kind of character right here, where my mouse is like scrolling on. I don't know if you
Okay.
could.
So awesome. So how would you describe this character?
Well, definitely feel like from what we see in like his like where my mouse is like pointing, feel like this more like gentle, having a cup of tea kind of, very like friendly, but from what we can tell from the shadow, little do we know like he's like this like raining like beast kind of like creature. So like very like demonic and very like evil. So like very and like that's what he's hiding here. Like they don't want to know, but from the shadow we can tell like he's not just a normal your average like kid. He's this demonic, bloodthirsty monster.
Yeah. So, can you think of any characters similar to that?
Definitely I could think of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Hmm. Yes. Yeah. Um, so let's try. I think I have a monologue that might work, but let's have you improvise a little bit what you think this character could say at first.
All right. Let's see. All right then. Oh no, I think I've already done that voice already. Like, all right then. No. Again. All right. Now let's just have this nice cup of tea. I know I've already been out of chaos lately, but nothing too crazy about. Now just how about a nice tea? No one would ever suspect a thing about me, right? Like, but the
Yeah.
last time years, they've been calling me a monster. I don't see why that's possible.
Awesome. All right, so I found a script that I think would work really well. So let's try reading through with that kind of attitude and energy.
All right. It's funny. People always say you can't tell what someone's like by how they take their tea. Mine's simple, a splash of milk, no sugar, just quiet. People like to imagine me as the quiet type too. Polite, patient, maybe a little shy. They see me in the market, in the library, walking home in the rain. They think, there's a nice boy. And I let them think that. Because because no one looks for the wolf inside that's in dressed in wool. It's always there, you know. He's always there in the corner of my eye, in the way the light bends when I move. That shadow, my shadow. It isn't me, but it's a part of me. A thing with the teeth that doesn't get full. Wait, he waits. Waits for me to loosen the leash just a little. And when I do, oh, it's never the same twice. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes slower, but I like to think of it as art. But don't you worry. Don't you haven't? But you have nothing to worry. Not tonight. Tea time. It's is for keeping my hands clean.
All right. So, what did you think of that take? What did you like about it? What worked?
Well, it kind of was a little stumbly, but I definitely was like being more like, "What? Me? No, no." But so I probably think like the stammer kind of actually worked. Like
Okay.
I'm trying to hide something.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Um, so who do you think that reminds you of? Like other characters who maybe have a little stammer or are similar to that kind of speech pattern?
Well, definitely Porky Pig I could think of, like with that little stammer, that no stutter he has.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So then, do you feel like this character would sound like Porky Pig?
Or maybe just a little.
So just the stutter pattern is similar, but the
Yeah,
voice
stutter
maybe is
pattern.
different. So how would you describe the vocal tone and like the speed of the voice, those kind of things?
Well, kind of a little bit of a fast side with the stutter, like, okay, no. Like it's just k, k, uh, like trying to find the words, like
Yeah.
trying to like say the words, but then like have to uh, like just qu qu just completely silent.
Okay. Nice.
So
So
like almost
then,
like substituting words.
yeah, cool. Um, so, um, all right. So let's go ahead and try it again. Who are you talking to? And what do you want from them in this moment?
Maybe like my therapist, probably.
Okay, sure. And what are you trying, like, are you reassuring them? Are you trying to get something from them? What do you want in this
Maybe
moment?
like trying to get something from them.
Okay, all right, cool. So let's go ahead and what are you trying to get? And how are you going to get it?
Definitely feel like I'm just trying to say like why do like how can I make people stop like thinking I'm some sort of creature of the night? What do I do? What do I
Okay, you want
say?
help. You want
Yes,
advice.
I want help from them.
Ah, okay. So convince them to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Convince them that you need them to tell you how to what to do and how to do it. Okay. All right,
Uh-huh.
let's try that.
It's funny. People always say what you can tell someone's like by how they take their tea. Mine's simple. A splash of milk, no sugar, just qu just, just completely silent. People like to imagine me as the quiet type too, polite, patient, maybe a little shy, but they see me in the market, in the library, walking home, like in the rain, and they think there's a nice boy. And I let them think that because no one looks for the wolf in when it's dressed in wool. It's always there, you know. He's always there in the corner of my eye, in the way the light bends when I move. That shadow, my shadow. It isn't me, but it's a part of me. The thing when teeth that doesn't get full. He waits for me to loosen the leash just a little. When I do, oh, it's never the same twice. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes slower. I like to think of it as art, but don't worry. But don't have to worry. Not tonight, tea time is for keeping my hands clean.
Nice. Okay, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I yeah, definitely add more stutter. Like felt more like I was like kind of like losing it a little.
Yeah. So I'm curious, what do you think could have happened that caused you to be like, oh, I need to go get help?
Like definitely was like I was probably like, okay, you guys have taken this too far. I'm gonna get help. Like okay, like no, like not like you guys, but okay, these guys are just driving me crazy. I don't know why they're thinking me as this sort of beast. I'm getting help right away. See what I can do about this.
Hmm.
Like I kind of got annoyed by it.
Got it. Yeah. So what do you think are maybe your emotions at the beginning, middle, and end of this one?
Maybe I like got scared.
Yeah, what scared you as a character? What happened?
Um, was probably like, what? Like, no, I'm no monster. Why would you think that? I'm just your typical average kid. Why would you say I'm like this? Like, the more I like hear these rumors, the more frightened I become.
Hmm.
So that's
Okay.
what probably like convinced me to go to the therapist for some help. Like, why are they saying this? Like, how can I like ignore this fear?
Yeah. Okay, nice. Awesome. All right. Cool. All right, I love it. Really good work today. What's maybe your number one key takeaway from this session? The thing that you feel like you want to tuck in your tool belt and keep and remember and utilize moving forward?
Definitely like trying out the like different kinds of voices. Like maybe do they have like a speech impediment or something? And of course,
And that
um,
kind of makes the character a little more interesting, right? It gives, I feel like a character who's too perfect isn't as relatable, you know? So giving a character something they struggle with, like a speech impediment, can make them more human and more relatable.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the characters, they're not going to be perfect, right? Ever. They're going to have, things they're good at and things that they're not as good at, like anybody. They're going to have things they struggle with, things that they excel at, just like
Mm-hmm.
anybody. So, finding those things that can humanize the character is really helpful.
Yeah.
What would you say is maybe the number one thing that you felt yourself improving on?
Definitely I feel like improving like like how would this character speak? Like what should be a voice for them? Should I go higher or lower or start off low and then raise the volume the more I speak?
Okay. Love that. All right. And so then what would you say is maybe your intention for your practice in the next week or so?
Maybe like kind of be like maybe look up like some listen to like different like voice impressionists and actors and whatnot and see
Sure.
like oh like or maybe like this voice would be perfect for this one or see if I can mimic that kind of tone.
Okay. Love that. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. All right, very nice. Good. Do you know maybe do you want to practice these two scripts more this week and maybe try recording them and listening back? I
I
think that
think
would
I
be a
can
good
like
exercise.
sure. Let
Yeah.
me do that.
Did you
Uh-huh.
get those saved so that you can rework those throughout the week?
And not yet and all right, saved.
Awesome. Beautiful. Very nice. Great work. What were maybe, I'm curious, what do you think were some similarities between these two characters and what are some differences between them?
Definitely like some similarities. Like both are kind of like psychotic and like full out crazy.
Okay.
That was like the main difference, like the main like similarities. And the
Hmm.
other, but the difference I realized was like one was like plotting, the other was like having like has like a dark secret underneath him.
Yeah. Nice. Fantastic. Really nice work today.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, keep up the great work. And if you want, you can pick a couple characters that we can work on next time. Or if you're not quite sure what to work on, I'm happy to bring some things into, like, I think that the working on scenes with two characters, I think that was a really good exercise as well. Like responding off of another character too can be good, or creating two contrasting characters for scenes like that can be a great exercise as well. But we
Uh-huh.
definitely can tap back into this as well because I think you get really creative and have a lot of fun with this exercise. So
Yeah.
yeah, it like sparks your inspiration, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gets all those juices flowing. So
Yep.
awesome. Well, great work today, Izzy. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Will too.
All right, bye, Izzy. See you then.
Bye.